Hello everybody, it's 101 here, and today I am going to be showing to you my iron farm. Now, iron farm, yeah, some of you might be thinking, iron farm, how do you farm iron in Minecraft? Is that even possible? Is that an exploit? Is that cheating? Some people like to think it's cheating, but I personally can see many ways that they could patch this, prevent it from working, and they haven't done it yet. In the two versions it's been possible. So I'm going to go ahead and assume, well, I'm not going to go ahead and assume anything. I'm just going to use it until it's otherwise fixed. So yeah, we're going to go to the Golem Farm collection point, and that's going to give you some clues. The iron comes from golems, obviously, so we're just going to hop into the minecart, and it's going to take us on a slightly glitchy ride over to the collection point. And here we go. It's not a very long ride, but I wanted this to be secure, so I made it so you could only actually get in here via minecart. So yes, this is where the golems are collected. And there are quite a lot here. If I press F3, it claims there's about 109. Now, I've been away and I've been AFK here in this world, that is, for about an hour and a half. So that seems about right. About an hour and a half gives you 90 golems. I'm going to show you exactly how much iron that gives you. So when I pull this switch, these pistons up here are going to retract. That's the Optifine mod there for zoom. They're going to retract, and lava is going to pour out over a pair of signs, and it's going to kill them, obviously, and you're going to be able to pick up the items. And beware, this is going to be loud. Yes, that's quite loud. Anyway, I'm going to empty out my inventory. Oh, we had another one. It's all good. If I just pick these up. Whoa. Yeah, that was an hour and a half, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half. Exactly 6.5 stacks, which is cool. So yeah, 6.5 stacks, and you don't even need to be here for this to work. You can be off doing other things in your world, and this will still produce golems. And because golems don't despawn, they'll stay here until you come and kill them. This is both a blessing and a curse. You get lots of iron, but on the other hand, you have to collect it every so often, else it lags you. This is going to be more of a problem on slower computers, but it's still there, and it's still to be considered. So yeah, I'm going to hop up to the surface now. I'm going to hop back in the minecart and go up to the surface. I'm going to show you exactly how one of these units works. Now, I'm not going to be able to explain it in any great detail, but I will try my best anyway. So see you guys in just a second. Alright, so we are now here, and these three monstrous towers here are what make up the farm itself, and the golems will spawn in these units and fall down through the units to a collection system. I will get to explain this in depth a little bit later. If you're wondering what that is, that's my mob farm. There's just a quick link to that video as well if you want to take a look at that. It's pretty cool. It's fairly quick. It's not the quickest ever, but still. Right, I'm getting off track there. We're going to now head up here, and I am going to try to explain to you exactly how this works. And you climb up to the top, obviously. There we go. Now, golems spawn in villages. They're supposed to... Oh, hello. They're supposed to defend the villages, as we know. Prerequisite for a golem spawning in a village is as follows. There need to be 16 villages and 21 houses for those villagers to live in. Now, houses are defined by doors. The game looks for doors and looks for a specific combination of blocks around said doors, and then that's counted as a house. Now, we have 12 doors on each side, so that comes to a total of 48 doors, which is 48 houses. And villagers will reproduce when there are when there are less than a third the number of villagers there are houses. So even if a creeper comes along and you're like stupid and AFK here and it blows up a unit and kills all the villagers, the other 3 units on this module will still be able to rebreed and come back up to full spec, and this thing will continue to work normally. In fact, if you knock out all but one of the units, I believe. Anyway, moving on. In each of these little cells here, we have 4 villages, obviously. So the villagers see these doors as houses, and immediately we have a village, and this constitutes a village with 48 houses, believe it or not. I mean, this is not 48 houses, no way, but that's what the game sees it as. So every 7,000 game ticks, this is the golem spawning part, every 7,000 game ticks, which comes to about every 6 minutes, the game will attempt to spawn a golem at the center of a village, and it's not exactly at the center. It's at a random area within. It's a random position within a 16 by 16 by 9 area, centered around the average positions of all the bottom parts of the doors. It's a bit of a mouthful, a little complicated, but that's just how it works. It's how Notch willed it. Well, Jeb willed it, or whoever coded it willed it. Anyway, it seems to work, and what you get is one golem every 6 minutes, and one golem gives you about 4 iron. So that's 4 iron every 6 minutes, which is great. And you think, oh, that's cool, that's quite a lot of iron. I didn't want one of these, because one of these isn't big enough. I needed more. So I built 9 of them. Yeah, I built 9. It took a bloody long time. Although these aren't very resource intensive, they don't take too much resources to build, they are incredibly labor intensive. It takes hours to shift all of the villages up here, and I had to have minecart rails and all sorts of fancy things. But yeah, we can see the golems quite happily going along. So now I will... So obviously if you're a golem, you spawn here and you fall down to the center into the collection canal, and obviously I'm going to go ahead now and show you exactly what happens to the golems after they've fallen into the collection canal. So just a second while I get out of here. Okay, so if you are a golem and you have spawned in a cell like he has, how convenient. You will fall into the water and get pushed along by the water stream. Now, because golems are 2x2 at the base, they will continue to get pushed through even through these gaps in the water stream, which is terribly convenient. It makes moving them along fairly easy. So he's going to move along, and as you can see there is a lava blade at the center here, and this serves a couple of purposes. Firstly, because my canals are open, it prevents hostile mobs from getting to your collection point and causing trouble. And secondly, it will bring the golems down to health such that yeah, that's kind of loud. Just let me turn down the game volume a bit. So yes, they will be brought down to health, and this is precisely the right length, such that when being pushed by water they come down to just 1.5 hearts of health at the end. So if I punch him now, he will die instantly, which is very handy. It means you don't have to wait ages for them to die down the bottom, and obviously once they go down they just build up down there. And they're not killed by the drop because iron golems don't take full damage, which is helpful as well. So they just build up down there until you go and kill them and fetch their items. Another purpose served by this little lava blade here is to kill off the hostile mobs, as I said. If you're a too high hostile mob, like a creeper, a skeleton or a zombie, you'll be swimming and you'll just get in the lava anyway. You'll die and your loot will be vaporized, but that's not really a problem, we just don't want them going down to the collection point. As for spiders, they can go underneath this until they get to that point where you can see the lava has gone down a bit, and I've added a sign to prevent it from going too far, and that will kill off any spiders that just so happen to fall in here. So this is AFK safe completely. Now, I will give credit where it is due. I did not design these cells. I was working on my own cell design, but it turned out to be almost identical to JL's one, and his used less resources, so I ended up using his instead. So yes, if you want to know if you want to go to an awesome channel, and the guy who actually designed these cells here, his username is JL2579, and he builds all sorts of crazy awesome stuff. So yeah, go check out his channel. And yeah, that about fills it. Actually, another thing, if you want a tutorial for one of these, no, I am not making a tutorial for one of these, I'm sorry, but there is a tutorial for one of these, and it's very well made already, and it's by a guy called DocM77. A link to that tutorial is now on the screen if you want to go check that out. His one uses 4 cells rather than 9, but hey, 4 cells are still going to produce an incredible amount of iron for you, so it's all good, it's all fine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you did, then go ahead and rate, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this, and there will be more because I have so much more iron now. I can go ahead and build awesome stuff, and I don't have to mine in caves and stuff, which is going to be very helpful. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. I will see you guys next time. Lates.